What if I told you your life as you know it isn't real? The struggles, the setbacks, the frustration you feel, it's not what you think. You've been living in a reality shaped by invisible rules you didn't agree to, rules you don't even know exist. But here's the shocking truth: those rules are not fixed. They can be rewritten by you. And the most mind-blowing part, you've had the power to change it all along. You just didn't know where to look. But today you're going to see it. No fluff, no filler. By the time you finish this video, you'll have the tools to not just see the rules of your reality, but to break them. And when you break them, you'll finally step into the life you've always dreamed of. Now, here's the big question: why is it that some people seem to achieve their goals effortlessly, while others, no matter how hard they try, remain stuck? The answer is not in their intelligence, talent, or even luck. It's in their understanding of one simple truth: reality is negotiable. Yes, you heard that right. The life you're living right now, the obstacles, the limits, the frustrations, it's all negotiable. The problem: you've been playing by someone else's rules handed down to you by society, by your parents, by the world around you. But what if those rules were nothing more than illusions? What if you could rewrite them starting today? Here's what no one tells you: your reality is shaped by and playing by someone else's rules handed down to you by society, by your parents, by the world around you. But what if those rules were nothing more than illusions? What if you could rewrite them starting today? Here's what no one tells you: your reality is shaped by an invisible force. No, this isn't magic or some mystical concept. This force is real, measurable, and incredibly powerful. It's the force of your beliefs. Your beliefs act like the lens through which you see the world. If you believe the world is full of opportunities, you'll see opportunity is everywhere. But if you believe life is a struggle, guess what? Your brain will only focus on struggles. This isn't what talk, it's neuroscience. Your brain has a system called the reticular activating system, RAS, which filters what you notice based on what you believe. Here's an example. Have you ever learned a new word and suddenly you see that word everywhere? That's your RAS at work. It's not that the word magically appeared more often, it's that your brain started noticing it because it became relevant to you. Now imagine expensive luxury cars. Ford asked, what if we made cars affordable for the average person? That one belief shattered the industry's rules, and it's the reason we all drive cars today. Now think about your own life. What rules are you living by that are holding you back? What if those rules aren't real? So how do you start rewriting your reality? It begins with one simple question: what do I believe that isn't serving me? Here's your first exercise. Grab a notebook, write down the biggest problem in your life right now. Ask yourself, what belief is keeping this problem alive? For example, if your problem is I can't make more money, your belief might be I'm not good enough to succeed. If your problem is I'm stuck in a toxic relationship, your belief might be I don't deserve better. Now here's the twist: once you identify the belief, ask yourself, is this really true? Most of the time you'll realize it's not. It's just a story you've been telling yourself. Let this sink in. The rules you've been living by are not set in stone, they're written in sand. And the moment you decide to challenge them, they start to dissolve. You don't have to accept the life you've been given. You can create a new one, but it starts with rewriting the rules in your mind. Here's a question that will shake you to your core: what if the entire framework of your reality was a game where the rules, the outcomes, even the obstacles, none of it is permanent? A game that most people never realize they're playing because they've been too busy following the script handed to them. The craziest part: you're not just a player in this game, you're the one holding the pen. Let me blow your mind for a moment. Scientists have discovered that the world around us, the things we call real, like the chair you're sitting on, or the problems you think you have, is made up of atoms, which are 99% empty space. That's right, the chair you're sitting on is mostly nothingness. So what makes it real? Your mind, your perception, your belief that it's solid. Now, think about what that means for your life. If your perception can take empty space and turn it into something tangible, what else are you unknowingly creating? And what else could you create if you knew how to play the game differently? Let's talk about the invisible force that controls everything. No, it's not fate, it's not luck, it's something far more powerful. And yet it's something most people completely ignore. This force is your focus. Here's how it works. Your brain is like a spotlight. Wherever you shine it, that's what you see. And because what you focus on grows, you're constantly feeding the reality you're living in. If you focus on problems, you'll find more problems. If you focus on possibilities, you'll start to see opportunities everywhere. But here's the shocking part: most of us are shining our spotlight on the wrong things without even realizing it. And it's not your fault. You've been programmed by society, by your upbringing, by the media, to focus on scarcity, fear, And limitation, here's a quick example. How often have you told yourself, I can't afford that, or I'm not good enough to do that? That focus those words, they become your reality. Why? Because your brain starts looking for evidence to prove those thoughts true. But the game changes when you shift your focus. Here's a concept that will flip everything you know on its head. Your reality doesn't dictate who you are, it reflects who you believe you are. Think of it like a mirror. When you look into a mirror, you don't blame the reflection. If you're wearing a wrinkled shirt, you understand that the reflection is simply showing you what's already there. The same is true for your life. If you don't like what you see, whether it's your financial situation, your relationships, or your sense of purpose, the problem isn't out there, it's within you. But here's the good news. Just like you can change your outfit and the reflection in player who can rewrite it all. If this video resonated with you, write changing now in the comments below.